What's up, guys? I don't know how to, I guess, preface this video. I don't want to, I don't know, make this. I don't want this to be drama. Okay, I think YouTube drama is one of the stupidest things in the world. I've been on YouTube for a long time. This is not my only channel. This is not my first channel. This is nowhere near my first channel. So I've been on YouTube for a long time, and I just want to explain a few things. So I got a comment yesterday on one of my videos about basically Petrowski. You guys know I mentioned this guy a lot in my videos. He's basically the inspiration for this channel. I don't mean to, I guess, like, copy his stuff. It apparently to him, it's come across that I've been copying him at his videos. To me, it's, I mean, like, okay, I don't want to create drama or anything. Okay, I don't want to. Obviously, like, in a fan base war, I'm obviously going to lose because he obviously has, you know, every single Pokemon, or like not every single, but most pokemmo like players and viewers are pretty much sub to him at this point, right? Everyone knows who he is and all that stuff. So I'm not going to try to be like, oh, you're wrong because this. Okay, you know, it's not going to be like a screaming match. Okay, so there's no point in that. I just want to explain myself just logically. So there's a couple things he said. Basically, the comment, I'm getting all sidetracked. The comment was basically like, oh, Petrowski got mad at you on a stream or something like that. So I went and found it. The dude didn't leave me a time link or anything. I wasn't on the stream. So I had to go back and find it. So I found it. It's like a 2-minute clip, maybe a minute and a half or something, where he's talking about a content creator. He didn't mention me, which is, you know, I guess I respect that. I don't mind if he does. I don't want him to be like, oh, I'm not going to talk to this guy. Like, you know, if you have a problem with me, just message me on Discord, message me on the comment section on my video or something like that. Just be like, hey, I'd appreciate if you don't do this because of X, Y, Z or something like that. And, you know, whether I agree or not, at least I know about it. At least we're talking about it, right? Like, granted, maybe he doesn't want to start drama as well. You know, that's fine, whatever, right? Do your thing. Anyway, I have a couple of points just in like a rebuttal, because I don't want people to just come to my channel because of this and be like, oh, you're stealing content, blah, blah, blah. You know, I want to kind of explain myself. So first off, like I said before, this is not my first YouTube channel. So I kind of know how YouTube works. I'm not saying he doesn't, but I just want to explain to maybe some people who don't, right? So in terms of content on a game, especially in the gaming industry, there's, in my opinion, a very, very limited amount of resources, a limited amount of news articles, things that you can cover. For instance, money-making methods, right? Sure, there's a lot of different money-making methods, but when it boils down to it, it's catching Pokemon, it's gym reruns, it's item farming, payday, Safari Zone, whatever, you know, whatever the case may be. Maybe he invented like 3 of these. I don't know. Like maybe he did, but at the same time, I don't think he invented every single method. So in some way, he's taking from an article, he's covering an idea from someone else and putting it into a video. Kind of like what I'm doing, I guess. Like, is that stealing content? I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Maybe he made the entire gym rerun system. Maybe he made the perfect team. Maybe he made the perfect route. You know, maybe he made all the ideas. Maybe he figured out that Meowth was the best payday Pokemon or something like that. You know, whatever the case may be. Maybe he did all of this. Okay, I'm just saying it's not very likely. And again, this is just money making, right? There's a ton of other things. Maybe is he, you know, also the creator of every like best PvP team or anything like that? You know, I'm not taking shots. Okay, I know this is coming across as very like aggressive or anything like that, but I'm just saying when it comes to games, there's a limited amount of stuff that you can talk about, that you can cover. A perfect side example, I play Call of Duty. I keep up with the Call of Duty news. In Modern Warfare 2 Season 2 Reloaded, there was one new map, okay? So basically, every single content creator, when that came out, if you were like a news channel or a gameplay channel or anything, you were going to be playing on that map. Is it fair for someone to say, you know, let's say there's content creator X, all right, and he's playing on the new map using a assault rifle gun, and he's talking about how the map is really bad. Okay, it's just an 8-minute video. He's talking about how it's really bad. He doesn't like XYZ in this corner. He doesn't like how this corner is dimly lit. Blah blah blah. Right, and then content creator Y comes out, let's say a day later, still obviously playing on the new map, right? Because it's a new thing. Let's say he's using the same gun, right? Let's say he also doesn't like the map, like. In my personal opinion, that's not copying, okay? Like, just because something is similar, just because something is, you know, happening at the moment, it doesn't mean someone's copying someone, okay? So that's number one. And again, I'm not I don't know if he was accusing me of it. I think it kind of sounded like he was. It sounded like he was annoyed with me. This wasn't the main reason why he was annoyed with me, but just stick with me for now. Okay, so that's my first point. Okay, it's the fact that especially in the gaming industry, there's only so much you can cover. Okay, there's only so much like you can talk about. Okay, if there is there a happiness guide, is there a best best team guide? Yeah, there probably is, right? Like just because he's been the only person so far doesn't mean he's going to only be, right? And especially in the world of like, think Call of Duty Warzone, think Fortnite. If someone makes like a best new gun in Fortnite video, do you think that's the only one that exists out there? Like no. Okay, there's probably thousands. Okay, just because in pokemmo there's no one else doing similar types of videos as him, it doesn't mean you're not allowed to. So I want to preface by saying I understand what copying is. Copying is literally, hey, you know what? He made a Grisidia, what do you call it? That new Grisidia berry video. And he says they got nerfed on 327, right? And 328, I come out and say the exact same thing and make a slightly longer video, something like that. That is copying, okay? I don't think I'm doing that. What I think I'm doing is kind of different, honestly. Obviously, there's parallels, there's similarities, but at the end of the day, if you look through my channel, there's not a single catch event video. There is not a single PvP video. There is not a single market update video. He does these things pretty often. There is no holiday event. Well, there's maybe like one holiday event video, but there's no like holiday guides. There's no history of pokemmo. There's no, why shiny OTs are the best. Like there's not a lot of these things. Like I think the things he thinks I'm stealing are very general, broad topics. A best gym rerun team is not like, my name is Petrowski and these are my favorite shinies. Like that is not even the same thing. Okay, like I get it. I get why you would think that from looking, from afar or something like that. Maybe he didn't click on every single video. Maybe he's only watching some of them. Whatever. Okay, that's cool. Anyway, I just wanted to preface by saying that, like, if you look closely at both our channels, there's not everything that's the same. Speaking along the lines of things that are not the same, we have completely different thumbnail styles. We upload way differently. He uploads every single day. I upload like twice a week. Like, I don't know. I feel like if I was trying to be him, if I was trying to steal from him, it would be way more obvious. It would be way more similar. I would probably steal his thumbnails. I would probably maybe even steal his gameplay. Like there's, I don't know. It's like you're kind of reaching here, at least in my opinion. I get what you're saying, certain types of videos like a loot from 1 hour, I get it, that's very similar, especially if I do the same Pokemon as Petrowski has done. Okay, I get it, you can, if you don't like that, just say, hey, you know what, like I did this Pokemon, or this is my idea, do something else. I get it, that's not a big deal. I can figure something else like that out. I think it's a good idea and I wanted to roll with it. And pretty much every single loot from 1 hour, I say this idea is from Petrowski, or I mention it in some aspect, okay? There's never been an effort to be like, hey, this is my idea and I think this is a really good idea and no one else can steal it. Like, I've never said that, I've never said, this was my personal idea and stuff like that. It's just a good idea that I found on YouTube that I wanted to do and see how much money I can make doing certain things and catching certain Pokemon. That's the thing. I don't know. That's just what I wanted to say about that. Next thing up, he says, and this is, I think, the main thing that kind of bugged him, tags and hashtags. He was annoyed with the use of me putting hashtag Petrowski in videos. Now, he says that I do this in every single video. It's more like 1 out of every 5 or so. That's just my opinion. So I don't know if that was just exaggeration or whatever. I didn't go back and change anything. If you want to go look now, it's like 1 out of every 5. Maybe it's 1 out of every 3. I don't know, but it's not every single video. Okay. Excuse me. Just want to put that out there. Along with that, in my personal opinion, there's nothing entirely wrong with that. It's not like I'm trying to be him. If you know about YouTube tags and descriptions, the point is to be in the suggested videos. Do I want to be in someone's suggested videos for like something else? Like, should I be putting Call of Duty? Should I be putting like Pokemon? Like, Pokemon's obviously too big of subject for anyone to like be searching for. Guess what? Petrowski does similar videos to me, or I do similar videos to him, whatever the case you want to say. It makes sense to kind of, I guess, in a way, mooch off of him for views. I get that would be upset if I was stealing his content and then doing this, so I understand his viewpoint there. At the same time, like I said, I don't think it's the case. If I was really stealing his videos, it would be catch events, it would be PvP videos. It would be very, very similar. I don't think he's done a loop from 1 hour in like, I don't know, months. Okay. And like, again, I'm not saying this is my idea or anything like that. And a lot of the ideas stem from him, stem from T-Num, stem from other people, right? Like I want to cover it in my own fashion. Maybe he thinks I should do something more specific to it, like instead of amulet coin farming, do something else or something like that. I don't know. But, you know, if you look at it, there's a lot of content creators out there who I see, I get recommended at the same time. You know, a lot of them are playing on their phones, or a lot of them don't have a voiceover, and they just basically go to a certain spot and pick up Payday or Thief Amulet Coin. Like, the idea's been done. It's not your trademark idea, if that makes sense, to do what you're doing. Granted, if this was like a completely like your road to 1 million Poke-Yen series, for instance, like if I did the exact same thing as that, used the same team as that, did a similar style as that, like that's another thing, right? Like I just feel like the basis for accusing me for copying is very, very low. It sounds, I don't know. I don't want to say anything wrong. Okay, I don't want to say anything more. I don't agree with it. Okay. And so my question for Petrowski, hopefully you're watching this, hopefully you made it this far, but what is your acceptable, well, like what is acceptable in your opinion? You know what I mean? Like, do you just not want me to do guides? What would you rather me do? Do you want me to do PvP? If I do PvP videos, am I stealing from another content creator then? You know, like in my personal opinion, I make videos on what I'm interested in. People have asked me about, you know, make a video about the weather, make a video about berry farming. Honestly, I don't really do those things. I don't really care about those things. I want to make videos on stuff I care about, and I care about shinies. I care about money making. That's kind of, if you can tell, that's kind of what the channel is based off of. And so for people who like shinies and people who like money making, you're gonna enjoy this channel. That's what I would think. It just so happens that Petrowski also likes those things, but guess what? He also likes PvP. He also likes catch events. He also likes flipping and things like that. That's fine. That's great. I'm just saying I'm not necessarily doing that. Am I going to make guides on videos for stuff that he's covered maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago? Probably. You know what I mean? Am I going to say the same things? Most likely, you know? For instance, I'm pretty sure he has a video about weather, and someone asked me about like if I can make a weather video. I haven't seen his weather video. You know, maybe I'll watch it at some point. You know, it's not like I'm memorizing every single video. It's totally different if, you know, he would drop like 5 videos in a row and I copied every single one of these 5. You know, if he did a loop from 1 hour from Abra, then he did a catch event video, then he did a PvP video, then he did, you know, a how to flip video, then he did a shiny hunt video. Like, if he did all 5 of those and I copied them in some random order, the exact same thing, I 100,000% understand what you're talking about. But general ass guides, very, very beginner guides, very, very like rudimentary, you know, how to play pokemmo stuff, you don't trademark that stuff. You don't own that stuff. And, you know, unless the idea is like 1,000% yours and you've been doing this for years and years and years, I'm sorry, but like, you know, people are allowed to kind of do what they want. Okay. And this isn't me covering myself or anything like that. You know, if you want me to stop using your hashtag in my videos, like that's not a problem. But to say, you know, I'm copying videos that are like out there on the internet, you know, like if you search, like, for instance, an EV training guide, that you don't trademark that. Maybe I'll say the same spots as you. I don't know. Again, I'm not watching every single video before I make my own because I don't have time for that. But, you know, just because like you say like, hey, here is the best spot and it happens to be Gloom, and I say here's the best spot and it's Gloom, maybe the actual best spot for EVs is Gloom, and maybe it's not me just being like, hey, this is what I think it is. Maybe it's actually the best spot. Does that make sense? You know, again, no hate to Petrowski, no shade, again, no drama. You don't have to respond in a video or anything like that. You can respond in the comments if you want. Hopefully you see this. And I don't want to create drama. I don't want to, you know, create anything. Honestly, Petrowski is one of like, he's someone I watch a lot. Okay, like there's not a lot of YouTubers that I watch pretty consistently. Again, I don't watch every single video. I don't watch stuff I'm not interested in, which happens to be PvP and you know, catch events and market manipulation, stuff like that. I don't usually watch those videos, and that's fine. You know, not every video is for me, just like not every video is for him. So, you know, I'm sorry if you think that this was that was what's going on, but you know, maybe talk to me first. Maybe talk to me before going on stream, or you know, before, you know, doing something big and being like, hey, this guy's doing stuff. Again, he didn't mention my name, so, you know, it's not like he was attacking me, and he did say he didn't want to start drama or anything like that. So I guess I appreciate those aspects that he's done. Yeah, if you have a problem with anything I'm doing, anything I'm saying, you know, definitely let me know. The thing I will agree on is not to use your hashtag if that bothers you in your video, in my videos. I don't think I'm getting views off of that, honestly, but if you don't want me to, that's totally fine. Hopefully I made sense. Hopefully this was clear. Hopefully you didn't get bored watching me amulet coin farm for, like, I don't know, however long this video was. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. This video was not planned at all, but I saw it, you know, the need for it, and I wanted to clear myself before, you know, people are getting big mad at me. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if this is your first video. It's kind of an awkward first video, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.